What's your secret to working hard during the week? Making the most of the weekend.
The best things to see, to do, and to eat in Korea on the weekends. We've got it all for you on
What's Up Weekend
with Alex.
After his ghosting last week and leaving too long a pause between With Alex and What's Up Weekend,
I'm
you came in there.
I go for averages.
Didn't even finish weekend. Goodness gracious.
You don't need to.
Felt like my bottom was getting bitten. How are you doing, Alex?
I'm doing good. I'm doing very, I don't know, it's been a good week, I guess. It's been rainy.
Are you still
obviously
on your real good health trip,
I
working
am.
out, eating healthy, not drinking still?
Still?
Because I notice it's past the limit of that 3-month thing, right?
It's 2 months.
Oh.
3 months is the end of this month.
Oh, really?
Originally, I was going for 2 months, and then I was like, here, so I'm like, I don't know.
Go
Just
another
keep
month.
going.
Well, go as long as possible, right?
I was thinking about that. I mean, if you can make it, I did this with coffee. Coffee, I was going to give it up for a month.
Yeah.
That ended up going on for a year.
Oh.
Actually, more than a year. But
Wow.
even like now, I only have it once a week.
Exactly. It's a good, healthy habit. I heard that's the secret to success with all things that are healthy. Don't have like a goal of giving up, I don't know, chocolate for a week or a month. Have a goal of just creating a new habit where you eat chocolate just once a month or
Right.
once a week. Because if you get to the goal of a week, then you're like, well, what do I do now? Just
Yeah.
binge on it again? And that's no good, is it? What a good habit you're getting into, Alex.
Hoping so. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you up. My current goal is trying to make it through mid-fall. Because I've missed the summer. I mean, we all miss the summer.
Yes.
That's the thing is, I had a little bit of an unusual incentive because it's coronavirus, and it's like, well, what are you going to do anyway?
This is true. You're not going to go socialise, get too drunk, because then you'll forget
Yeah.
about social distancing and stuff.
Well, yeah, even like sad things, like I missed my sister's wedding.
Aww.
Sad, but I would have drank there. So it's kind of like, I feel it's not a lost year. It's just we're all sort of in this hibernation stage, and you choose what you want to do with it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like overly motivated to do stuff, but
It is very different,
it's
isn't
different. It's just we're in a different life. It's the new normal. What's up, everyone? We talked about it.
Welcome.
Remember when we talked about the new normal and we didn't? No one really knew what it meant.
No.
This is it.
We can now feel it,
This is it. It's the new normal. What's up, everyone?
In Korea, I wouldn't say it's too bad, this new normal. It's in
No.
other places where it seems to be more of a hassle, right?
Yeah.
Got a lot of messages for today's hashtag weather or 날씨. Zaina saying, today was kind of all right where I am. Samantha in Australia saying, it's 17 degrees and sunny here in Melbourne. That sounds lovely. And Tofu in the UK saying, the weather in the UK is ha 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 ha. You know already. The weather here is something else. We get sun, then it rains, becomes dry again. Just typical British weather. It is true. You don't know what to expect. How about your hometown, Alex? What's the weather? How would you sum it up there?
It is like Korea without the sticky, sweaty season now. The difference is it's a dry heat, so it's
Ooh.
hotter,
Yeah,
but less sweaty.
that's good.
I prefer it kind of. It's the one
course.
thing that's different. Honestly, Korean weather and Ohio, that's like middle America weather, they're pretty similar. I mean, beautiful fall,
Yeah,
nice spring with the flowers,
lovely.
some snow in the winter.
Great.
Yeah, and summer when it's not the worst part of it. In Korea and America, great.
So how hot does it get in the summer, like temperature-wise then?
Oh boy, I gotta think.
Oh, you got to convert
I know
from Fahrenheit, right?
I know it in Fahrenheit. It's 100. It can get up to 100 Fahrenheit, and I
All
think
right.
that's around 40. It can get up to like 40.
Oh my goodness. Because it's dry heat, it doesn't feel as
yeah.
stifling.
We've had that too, though, in Korea. We've like maybe it was last year or 2 years ago, where all of a sudden it was just 40, 41, 41, 40. And it was like record heat,
Yeah,
which we
didn't
will
like
get
that.
forever because of global warming. But
Yeah, you're right. But you're also correct. When it's dry heat, it's a very different feel to it, isn't it? Because kind of if you get in the shade, it's all right. But when it's humid heat, in the shade, you're still sticky and humid and
I
hot.
am gross.
Ugh, yucky.
Speaking of gross,
Yes. Oh, my punishment video.
Yes.
Why gross? It's push-ups with my kids.
well, I hope you sweat a little bit.
I did, because it was very difficult. We'll play the video. It's actually a bit long, so maybe we'll have to cut it off at some stage. This is me doing push-ups with the kids. They were really excited to be in the video. I wasn't that excited.
They've got some energy. I think they're future guests on this show.
We've all got our sweat wristbands as well, just in
yeah.
case.
That's the thing is when we do videos at home, you and I, we go all out. You got to be ready for this.
Yeah, the kids were a bit too excited for my liking. They were jumping on my back, which made it a lot harder.
Oh my gosh.
With Gio, it was actually impossible to do more than one. I'm serious.
Oh
like, he's 25 kilos. And so, there we go.
That's 2.
And then he didn't
you
want to get
asked
off.
to switch for Ellie.
Yeah, she's a little lighter, although she's...
Oh,
Yep, jumping on my
this
back.
is so much fun for me.
It wasn't for me. And I could maybe do like
There
2.
you go. All right, 3. Okay.
So that's a total of about 6, I think, I counted.
How many did you end up with?
So I thought they look like they're full of energy. We got them to do it, and I was on their back. So they did the rest of the 14, and I got on their backs. That's kind of fair, isn't it?
Yeah, could you imagine though if I fed you part of that gochujang last week?
This is true. I should have done
All right.
the whole thing.
I appreciate the video. The video was entertaining enough. I think we'll let it pass.
I apologize. I'm not strong enough, literally, to do that for 20 press-ups. Is that a thing
That was
at
good.
your CrossFit? Do you do press-ups with weights?
No, we
Okay.
just because I learned because it's about doing a lot, and so if you're doing 100.
Yeah.
And like you split it up obviously, but
Okay.
it's eventually you're like I can't even do regular because you think I'm tough, I can do 10 push-ups by myself,
Yeah.
but you forget like how tiring 10 can be, and then you do 20 and you're like I got this, then you
Yeah.
do 10 more, 30, then you're like I can't do it anymore.
Wow.
So like no, we don't add weights unless you're like super good, and I'm not super good.
I was going to say, if you need me to lend you my kids anytime,
That's
I'll
all right.
do it,
That's
Alex.
all right. I couldn't add an extra 20 kgs.
We're going to get on to today's theme for What's Up Weekend, things that you should be doing this weekend because the timing is perfect, right?
It is. I mean, it is tomorrow. Today is a day off for some people. I noticed the subways were a little empty today.
Oh, because we've got the Monday off, that day in lieu, kind of for Liberation Day. But also I heard that it's just a public holiday to relieve us from COVID-19, right?
Yeah, and some people like to do when you like to extend that holiday with an extra day off. Subways were a little empty today for me, which was great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Tomorrow's National Liberation Day, so we're talking about the end of Japanese colonial rule, and I was like, yeah, we should do something that's historically significant.
Okie dokie. So we're going to check out some museum-type places linked in some way to the liberation of Korea from Japanese rule.
Right, and I forget who went first last week, but we'll at least mention where we're going first.
Okay.
So I'm going to the Seodaemun prison to check out what's there and what's in the area around it, because there's a lot of really cool stuff that happened there. What about you?
Yeah, here in Seoul, there's lots to do around there. For me, I don't know if there's too much to do around my venue, but nearby there is a famous food street, which I'll also talk about. But the main thing is the Independence Hall of Korea. Really, you can't get more perfect for National Liberation Day than the Independence Hall, right?
Well, that's great, but in my opinion, it is important to focus on the people who sacrificed themselves, sacrificed their lives for the sake of getting to that independence. See, it's just like a diet. It's not the end date that matters. It's
Right.
what you do before there. That's the effort.
The process of getting there.
So you're going to be voting for the effort today, right, everyone? The effort of what it was important. They're both really, really cool places to visit.
Sure.
I'll just do my best to sell mine better, but I think you should visit both, to be honest. Again, Peter's is always like the number 2 thing you should do.
All right, let me go first.
All right,
then.
do it.
We don't have too much time before the song break, so I may spill over into your segment.
That's
a little
fine.
bit.
You'll need the extra time.
Yeah, so the Independence Hall of Korea, one thing that maybe works against it in some people's view, because you may only have time to visit Korea and stay in Seoul, is that it's not in Seoul.
Right.
It's down in Cheonan, and that'll take you, I looked it up on public transport, from Arirang, 2.5 hours, but if you're going from the Seoul Express bus terminal to Cheonan, it's only an hour, then you need to take a bus for about 30 minutes, so about an hour and a half from the main transport hubs. It's down south and not next to the coast, but once you're there, you are in a massive area. The Independence Hall of Korea is not just one hall, it's many buildings in these big grounds which are beautiful to walk around. They are decorated with many memorial statues, monuments, and that's not playing this up at all.
I
It's
do
huge.
like how it's sort of in nature as well. You're surrounded by kind of smaller mountains, but also the greenery, the trees.
Yep.
It's a really neat place to visit.
Absolutely. Thank you. See, Alex can't help but big it up. And it will take you, I've read people who've done like blogs on this, between half a day to a whole full day if you want to appreciate it all. I think Alex's venue is slightly smaller. You don't really get your money's worth. I'm not dissing it in any way.
You get to enjoy the area around it a little more. So
this officially opened in 1987 on the anniversary of Independence Day as well. So it's even more fitting for August 15th, right? It's got a total of 7 exhibition halls, and it doesn't just focus on the independence. There are other like historical artifacts there from thousands of years ago.
I think some of the cool stuff, you don't need to go thousands of years back, but I like the pictures. When you see the picture exhibits of the independence movements, of the protesters, I think those are the ones that are the most significant to me. And I mean, I don't, like, everyone has their own style, so I'm not judging anyone.
Sure.
Over statues, I enjoy kind of the picture exhibitions that we get.
Yeah.
Because it really puts like a real... Because when you see a picture of someone who is, from the let's say the 1910s.
Yes.
And they're rebelling, you can appreciate it because they look your age, and you can really understand, like, this is someone who was your age doing things way cooler than we've ever done.
Yeah, way more meaningful.
Way more meaningful.
It puts it into perspective and makes it seem much more real. And it does, I will say this, a lot of foreigners who visited said this as well, it really shines a light on those harsh realities of Japanese rule, the imperialism, which was a big, big hurt for the country and has led to a lot of that that feeling of being unjustly done by. And it's got lots of, I love them, dioramas as well, and actual like 3D mannequins and models to show various scenes that were essential in getting our independence. There have been many movies made about that time, with like assassination attempts and assassinations, and you'll get lots of it in English because they have design this not just for Koreans but for international visitors to learn more about that really painful past. We'll get to a song, we'll do some more, and we have to include some food as well, which I will do. For now, here's a song request from Rao. See, I'm playing this for you, buddy, in my little segment. So
doesn't mean you have to vote for him.
Remember that. Lovelies at you. Got a lot of people commenting and many voting on VLive as well.
Can't vote yet.
This is true.
Gotta hear both of them.
Absolutely
important here.
Zaina and Tofu, let's whoa, calm it down, okay? You need to hear Alex's venue for a start before you vote. I think votes for me are legitimate because you have heard something, but the ones for Alex, that's cheating in a way. I think it might count as a minus vote, right?
Well, the cool thing is that all the votes, they're legitimate votes. You're right. You get all those votes. They just get reset at 10:32.
There you go. Yeah. Once Alex has finished his spiel, then we will take the voting from the next song break. Okay. Up until then, it's not allowed. Although Josh has said Alex looks a bit scared. He looks rattled after what Peter has presented.
I mean, it's a cool place. Like I'll say this. In the spirit of, national pride, I'll be kind to what I like about your place is because when you travel to Cheonan, you get to travel, and I love getting out of the city.
There you go. You can't get out of the city if you're staying in Seodaemun.
However, there are plenty of people who don't live in Seoul who are traveling to Seoul, whether from a different country. So from my point of view, from me and Peter, it's great to get out of the city and go to Cheonan.
Yeah.
But for everyone else voting out there, you're still traveling either way.
I hope we have many Seoul listeners today. Please get your votes in. So they have a total of, I'll just finish off mine, 7 exhibition halls. It's also free to get in, although there is a tram that runs that you have to pay just 1,000
for.
Oh my
gosh, they charge you for that?
And there are restrooms available for free. That's a big perk, isn't it?
Wow, I've never heard of that before.
Not in Korea. No. But no, some of the main exhibition halls, they've got one which really looks at historical photographs. Like you were saying, pictures are great, but the photos as well from that time really bring it to a harsh reality. Things like the Enlightenment movement, the national debt debt repayment movement where Koreans all banded together to pay off the debts of the country after being given really unfair contracts by the Japanese. There's lots of historical records to the independence movements in the 1910s, including that Samiljo, which is the March 1st that we talk about a lot on our show when it comes round to March. And then they've got a load of state-of-the-art technology. I believe nowadays maybe some AR and VR in there to experience Korean history and get immersed. That's it for the Independence Hall.
Any food things that you got for us?
Yes, so I'm going to give you food. We've got to always package it together.
I can see who's actually scared if they're running into my time by so much.
So in Cheonan, they have a Pyeongchon Sundae street. And sundae, for those of you who don't know, is equivalent to like a blood sausage, right? So it's made with pig or cow intestines, traditionally filled with things like meat, and rice and vegetables, but more modern ones are the glass noodles.
I love those modern ones. Those are good too.
Me too. I actually prefer them because the other ones can be a bit too stodgy for me.
My favorite though, just because it's different, I love the Ojingo Sungdae.
Oh, that is good with the rice inside, right?
It's like rice and meat in the middle, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. You're just trying to take the limelight away from Pyeongchon Sundae,
which is okay.
Which is
it's okay.
different. It is different. It has thinner and softer pig intestines because it means you get less smell, which is a good thing. And also the sundae guk, which is boiled with sundae in it, the guk, the soup. My voice went all awry.
He's getting nervous.
Has the fat removed from the soup to make it a bit healthier. And again, take away some of the smells. So
that sounds great. They take away the smell, they take away the fat, they take away everything. What's left? Where's the culture? Where's the culture?
I just wanted to make it less foreign because I know some are put off by the name itself, blood sausage. But like Alex, you will say with me, won't you, that once you've tried it, you dip it in that like salt and chili pepper powder.
I love the salt.
It's really nice, right?
It's surprisingly... I have not had anything change so much the taste-wise as by just dipping it in salt. It just makes it's completely different. I love it.
Without it, yeah, I'm not such a fan. And this is a whole street dedicated to sundae because they had a ham manufacture plant there in the 60s, and then using the byproducts, they've made this sundae street.
Yeah, and as you've learned from our show, there's no other place in Korea that has a sundae street. Like, I don't know, Suwon?
Yeah, Suwon's meant to be all right. This one's meant to be fabulous. Okay, I'll leave it there, Alex. That's my blurb for my venue today.
And that's great, but if you want to go someplace where things actually happened, this historical events happened, of course they happened all over Korea, but I mean, you've got to try out
history,
like
living history.
You got to go to the Seodaemun prison.
Okay.
Now this was built in the early 20th century, 1900s, so it was 1908 by, of course, Japan, and they had it to basically imprison Koreans who were not abiding by what the Japanese authorities wanted.
Okay.
It was a place for imprisonment, but also for torture and execution. And you can even see the execution site when you go there. It's a very realistic experience to the point where they do say, if you're going to do the torture experience rooms, do not bring your young kids in.
Oh, really?
So you can actually get involved. And I think that's kind of part of the mediocre. I can't say the fun because it's not. What's the word for mediocre? The charm, but it's not a charm.
No, but it's the draw of this place.
The draw.
Maybe.
There it is.
Yeah.
Where if you go there, you get to see a lot of things. You get to see the pictures. You get to see the actual rooms that people were stuck in. You can do the experience where you're kind of imprisoned for a short amount of time. Okay, and so the significance. This is where from 1908 until 1945, Korean prisoners of the Japanese authorities, the Japanese government, were held.
It's a very sad place, isn't it? Many people died in there. Many people were tortured horrendously. If you've seen any of the films from that time, they'll often use that actual prison as the filming location because it's still standing, right?
Yeah, and so you've got this whole place where on August 15th, that is when everything, so 75 years ago today, they shut it down. I mean, that's pretty... The building itself, 75 years ago tomorrow, I should say, right?
Yep.
Tomorrow. 75 years ago from tomorrow is when they released the prisoners. They shut it down. And ever since then, it has been a different symbol. Now, it wasn't until 1992 that they turned it into this museum as
recently,
part of it.
Right?
But you can still enjoy... Again, it's weird to say the word enjoy. Appreciate.
Yes.
The history of it all. And it's very easy to get to. It's actually in Dongnipmunyeok, right next to it, which, of course, even the station name is Independence Gate Station.
Seodaemun, right?
Dongnipmunyeok.
Oh, Dongnipmun. I thought you were saying Dongdaemun, and I was like, that's on the
Dongnip-
other side, isn't it? Dongnip.
See, some people know their history.
Sorry, yeah. So it's
should
got
vote for that.
independence there is what you're right. I've
So
totally
it's
messed up.
really easy to get to, and the cool. Okay, let's talk about the area as well. So immediate area is it's not just the buildings. There's also a park, like a Remembrance Park. So you do get a little bit of that nature.
Oh,
it's
around that building.
It's not quite to the extent that you have, where there's surrounded by trees, but you have places to.
Beauty of nature.
There are mountains around, and you can see them in the distance. But it's more to walk around and appreciate it. They got like kind of a nice concrete walking area with little pools of water when it is open, and it's nice to walk around. And I've been there a few times just to kind of, I don't know, hang out.
Have a stroll. Without
basically.
visiting the prison itself, right?
It's really
You
easy
don't
to get
need
to. It seems hard to get to until you realize, one, it's online, 3, 2, it's actually one bus stop away from Yonsei University.
Oh, okay.
Just going through, there's a little mountain that it goes through, and you end up right there. So it's so easy to get to. You're in Seoul. It's hard to get to Independence Hall in Cheonan.
It sounds like it's not worth a hassle going to Seodaemun. Just if it's on your way to, if you're going to the university or the Independence Gate, go. But if not, don't make an extra effort.
I mean, and once you get there, you get to experience everything, and you get like the movie too. They actually do a movie that shows everything that you need to know about it on the first floor.
Okay.
Everything's there. Also, once you're done, you get to explore the rest of Seoul. You said it takes a half day to a full day at least to appreciate your place.
Yep.
You get everything you need in a half day here.
Okay.
And then you go out and check out some of the really cool places
So
around.
what's nearby that will satisfy our hunger, having looked at this venue that's very sad, emotionally draining?
Okay, so once you're done with that, there are a couple places you can visit. Like I said, a short bus ride away, and you're at Yonsei, which is Sinchon. Beautiful. You're also a short bus ride away from downtown City Hall, Gwanghwamun. Or you can check out the Dongnipmun Yeongcheon Sijang. The
I've not heard
Yeongcheon
of this market. Okay.
It's a really cool little market, and it's, I wouldn't say like a three-minute walk across the street.
Oh,
you
wow.
get there, they've got a lot of cool stuff there, and they're really known for their gwabegi. Those
the
little
donuts.
like donuts. It's like the
twisted
Korean style
ones.
twisted donuts with the sugar on the outside. Those are so good.
They are good. I'll
Just-
admit that.
If you ever walk by a place that sells it, you smell it.
Yeah, they're freshly cooked often,
I've
right?
always wanted it, and every time you smell it, it's amazing. So they got that there. They have seafood at this market, and they're also known for like their rice cakes as well, fried food.
The tteokbokki.
The dokboki, I mean, it's a great little market, so you can have more than just sundae.
It's not too big. I'm looking at it now in the photos, but it is a covered area. There is a bit under the covering, so with all the rain these days, wouldn't be bad.
See, I tried my best to sell my place, and you're just like, well, it has a roof. I tried to sell your place, I tried to sell my place, and you're just like, well, Alex's has a roof, so it's okay.
Because it's a very meaningful day tomorrow, the National Liberation Day. I will say that prison is full of these memories that we can't forget. They're very painful memories. It's a very sad and solemn place, I think, if you go. But yeah, I would recommend it as well if you're going to stay in Seoul.
I think if you're going to learn a lot, the prison would be better. I'm only saying that because a lot of the relations between Japan and Korea and a lot of the feelings on the inside, to understand it, you have to understand the difficulties that Korea went through.
Yeah.
And I think that is a place that makes it real.
It is real. It's a real venue, isn't it?
Yeah. And so, you know what? Vote with your heart. I can't say vote for me. Vote on a day like today.
Yeah.
Start voting. You'll be number one. You went first. I'll be number two.
There we go.
And we'll do the song break. But just vote for whichever one you want to visit. Don't vote for Peter. Don't vote for me. Vote for number 2.
Yeah, we're all winners today. But there will be a punishment. We'll tell you that in part 3. Let's play a song request from Leon in Singapore. You said it's Kong Chan's birthday today, one of your first biases in K-pop. So can you have B1A4 Beautiful Target? Ever so close at the moment. I see Alex Segrist has gone for number 2.
What?
Wow.
What a good guy.
He's got good taste,
He
doesn't
must
he?
like the pink shirt.
Although Mama Boy, also good taste, goes for number 1.
Did our votes cancel each other out?
Yes, they have indeed. We should have seen that coming, I suppose. On V Live, the voting is open as well as via the messages on the website and the application. Subin from Thailand says, everyone's was good, but I'm voting for number 1. The Independence Hall of Korea sounds like a spectacular place to go. She didn't say that last part. I just added it. I ad-libbed a bit. Xena is going for number 1 on V Live, and Zaina is going for Alex. Very close names.
Is that multiple votes if we keep going?
I don't know.
I see 1, 2. I see Go Alex like 5 times on there. So.
Yeah, we can't count the same person voting more than once. Okay, so Tofu, I do appreciate your multiple votes, but we're only going to count them once.
I saw Steve and Samantha voting number 2 there.
They are there indeed.
This is really close. Oh no!
You brought in those twisted donuts, the guabegi.
I think that might have been it.
You've swayed many people. Samantha says you had me at donuts, Alex. Instead of you had me at hello, you had me at the donuts.
I mean,
you've nearly swayed me with the donuts.
I was salivating, and it was just like, it's like cheating. It's not even fair.
And we've come up with a punishment.
We have.
Which was good because the prison at Seodaemun was all about punishments and really terrible punishments. We don't want to make light of those, but we thought punishment related because we do it every week.
Because I remember like the punishment that elementary students had to do when they did something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Now that, in the past, in America and in Korea and probably the UK too, they used to be physical punishments, but now you can't hit a student. So they'll have them raise, I'm not going to raise my hand now because I'm afraid I'm sweating, but you have to raise your hand above your head for an extended period of time.
In the States, do you do this?
No.
I've seen it
We do
here.
detention.
Yeah. I don't see it these days, obviously, but yeah, I've heard when maybe my mum was a student, or maybe after that, because when she was a student, I think she still was getting hit, actually, physically.
Probably.
With
back
rulers
then,
and stuff like that. The manse position, right? Hands above your head.
So we're going to hold it above our heads for, let's say, what do you think, 3 minutes?
3 minutes sounds good, because I've done it for 3 seconds and it's already tiring.
All right. And let's say we do it next week live.
Yep.
No video. That'd be a weird video.
Who lasts the longest, right?
We'll try to... I wonder if there's a way to like make it harder.
That is hard enough. Maybe you could tickle.
I'll make you hold the phone. Yeah, right.
Right. The voting... I'm serious, right? It's neck and neck at the minute.
That's why we're kind of waiting. We've got a few minutes left.
We really need to get
I'm sorry, praying for Peter only gets you still 1 vote.
Tofu, yes. Although Chimmy Jimin has gone for you, Alex, on V Live.
Oh, thank you.
Why don't we leave the voting open for 20 more seconds and then we'll come back with a result, okay? So on YouTube, via the website and application.
Well, is it fair to do 20 seconds? Because by the time because of the delay, by the time people hear it, it'll be 20 seconds later. So we'll do 30 seconds. You have now about 15 seconds. How about that?
Philoppa says, I think I'm going to have to vote for Alex this week. Why do you think that? There's no one forcing you, is there?
Why do you get all the physical challenges? I get like the gross food challenges.
Josh Lee, the reason he's not voted for you this week is he says that prisons really creep him out.
They are. You shouldn't go if it's going to be something that creeps you out.
If you're a bit sensitive to those kind of things and actually thinking this is the place where these atrocities happen.
I'm thinking about 60% of you should go to the prison and 40% can go to Peter's place. Hall of Independence.
Conveniently in your favor, doesn't it? Okay, we are closing off the voting now. I'm just double checking if there's any more on V Live.
All right, so
Han is voting for you. Jin Yong is voting for me.
This is really interesting. I'm watching the numbers go, like, it is so close. I think you gotta stop. Quit refreshing.
Yep,
all right, this is it.
All right. Literally, we've had about 20 plus votes, and by 1, I'm serious, by 1, not me, Alex has won. Although, because you put your arms up, do you want to do the punishment? Is that what you're saying?
I just wanted to show you what it should look like.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. But it's not about winners and losers this week.
No, it's a very meaningful one this week, isn't it? The Liberation Day of Korea. Such a happy day for Koreans at the end of some incredibly tough times.
Korean history
Japanese rule.
Very interesting to study up on. If you haven't done it yet, highly recommend it. Do it through movies. I think one of the first movies I watched was a historical fiction, JSA.
Oh.
It's a good one out there. And Assassination is another good one.
There's so many movies from the Japanese imperialism, that time, and the independence fighters.
JSA is technically after, but yes.
That's still good for the history between the North and the South,
They have really good historical dramas. They have good historical movies in Korea. You can get it on a lot of the streaming sites. They often have it in English subtitles.
But I want to let's give each other some time to big up the other person's stuff, right? So Seodaemun Prison, it is, like I said, if you're a fan, there's so many people who come to Korea and then do the drama tours. You know, this drama was filmed in this location and that location, like people going to the Goblin bit on the sea where Kong Yu's love interest was wearing the red scarf and talking to him. But this prison features in so many historical movies and dramas that you might be star-struck in that way. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. And Seodaemun as an area, as Alex said, it's next to so many good places. So fitting it in that daily itinerary is a wonderful idea. And I think learning about those atrocities is good for knowing about the Korean psyche, right? Knowing about that feeling of being hard done by, right?
Yeah. And I would say for the Independence Hall of Korea, I think one of the nicest parts about it is it's really about reflection. Wide open spaces, much bigger than what you have at Seodaemun. You can walk around, and even to get to each of the statues, the memorials, it takes a couple of minutes to get to each one. It is kind of that reflective moment that you do need in a time like this. So I would have been split down the middle if I were actually voting between the two for this challenge. I'd say go to both.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
I would also definitely encourage that. And if you can't get to Korea, which is probably the majority of our listeners during COVID-19 times, just brush up on a bit of Korean history. There are so many really enthralling, interesting stories that will suck you in. And as Alex said, so many movies, which are an easier way to get into all of this, right?
It's your gateway. It's your gateway media to get into enjoying the rest. Like, because history itself, just learning history without having any visuals or anything, it's sometimes difficult, for me especially. Like, I can't just choose a random country and read up on its history and be like, cool. But a movie can draw out the emotions of, I think movies can even be more historically accurate because it brings out the emotions of the Korean people. You can just list out facts. So many people died here. So many people lived, through this time, yada, yada, yada. But it's the movies written by Koreans who had the stories of their grandparents from those times that really brings out the emotional reality of that time.
Absolutely. So check out these two places.
That's your weekend homework, all right? I know you guys can't go to these places on the weekend, so your weekend homework is to find a good Korean historical movie and have at it.
All right. The Independence Hall of Korea in Cheonan was my main venue. And as Alex said, the outdoors is unbelievable. There's some huge monuments in front of the main hall, which is a giant Hanok building, a multi-storied one. And the food that I brought in along was the Pyeongchon sundae.
Sounds really good, actually. I wasn't going to say anything because I had donuts, but sundae sounds pretty good right now.
Yeah, and in your venue, just a quick recap, Alex, for anyone who wants to look it up.
So Seodaemun, it's spelled SEO, Seoul, DAE, Moon, MUN. Seodaemun Prison.
Okie dokie. And the Yeongcheon Market is that smaller
the food
one
place, yes.
just across the road. Have a great week, Alex. Congratulations, buddy, for winning, though.
It's not important who won, but I won 2 in a row, bro.
Yes. We'll see you next Friday.
See you next Friday.
Is Red Velvet's Power Up.